Where we are right now is Christian has
The
explained
Tyler
what he
Perry
experienced on the
Accusations,
set,
What We Know So
what
Far,
he experienced
EP
at
3.
the alleged perpetrator's home, how he was touched against his will. So it sounds like to me it's a very actualized set. Some people are overtly actual. I am not, but there are people who are, okay? Now, a lot of people will be like, that's a little odd for Tyler to be, especially since he putting on a wig and going in there and acting like an old lady. But I digress. Apparently, he is alleged. Now, we got to be real about this. Intimacy is something that people enjoy if it's consensual. We've already looked at what actual deviancy is. Let's look at what consensual is. Consensual is based on mutual agreement or consent. The decision to move forward with the project was consensual among all team members. That is agreement. That is saying yes. So let's just be honest about that. Now, I was not in any of the rooms, but all I'm saying is this has been two people. Let's move on. In the lawsuit, Dixon described several separate incidents where he was allegedly sexually harassed and assaulted by Perry. The actor claimed in the lawsuit that he suffered from severe depression, anxiety, stomach pains, and nausea, and was diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder as a result of the alleged incident. This is what I will say. When I was in a relationship with a very narcissistic individual, I was conditioned. So at first I didn't know what was happening, but it got to a point where I was so keyed in on his mood swings that I could almost feel when he was gonna change. So I know people
Poor
may be like
Derek.
laughing at this man, and I hope not, but I believe what he's saying about the PTSD. Because if you've been in a situation where you've been the victim in something and you are continuously being victimized by somebody, and I'm not too ashamed to say mine, I speak my truth, you can feel it when it's coming. So that may be where his stress came in. He probably even hated to go to work. Baby, y'all, I couldn't even, I have never been in a situation where I force anybody to want me that don't want me. To those of y'all who do that to people, more power to you. But baby, you only got one time to tell me you don't want me and I'm out the door. Out the door, I gotta go. Out the door, I gotta go, baby. Not me. But let's move forward. The complaint further accused Perry of encouraging Dixon to go along with the alleged harassment to ensure his career development. That's coercion. Dixon left the Oval during the show last season, a decision he claimed cost him around $400,000. In the complaint, the actor requested a jury trial and damages of $260 million. So he's saying he left because he couldn't deal with it no more. Can you imagine how embarrassing that must be? I'm gonna talk about it. Let's just get through this story, because baby, let me tell you something. I can't believe he forcing himself on people. Lord, alleged. You look good in that hat, Tyler. But who is you really, baby? Okay. What? And I don't care who get offended by this. If people don't have the right to speak their truth, then I've already told y'all freedom of speech is the First Amendment. I'm going to speak mine. I don't have nothing against the LGBTQ community, but there is a difference in consensual and non-consensual, and that's what this video is discussing. Men who are being victimized and they're coming out and saying, this is happening to me. It's not a joke. What has Tyler said about the lawsuit? Perry has denied the allegations and statements shared by one of his attorneys, Boyd. After the lawsuit was initially filed in June 2025, Boyd slammed the accusations as a scam. I don't know about that, because he was on ABC. This is an individual who got close to Tyler Perry for what now appears to be nothing more than setting up a scam. So what you trying to say, that Tyler vulnerable? That he don't know who his friend, who not his friend? That he's so weak in the flesh for somebody that somebody can pretend to want him and he gonna believe it? Is that what you saying, boy? The lawyer said that in a statement to people, but Tyler will not be shaken down, and we are confident these fabrication claims of harassments will fail. Less than 1 month after the lawsuit was filed, Perry attended the screening for his film Medea's Destination Wedding in Atlanta on July 10, 2025. He did not address the accusations, and he's not going to. Let me go on back to Derek. Okay. Hey, Derek. Guys, I have spoken to this man. I have went over this over and over. There is like something that's like, this video isn't going out, but it's going out. Okay? So we got to go back. Okay. This is what Derek had to say. Everyone deserves to go to work and do their job without their boss trying to have X with them. Dixon wrote at the time. Yeah, I went through that. Ooh. He used to come up to me talking about, he used to make me want to throw up. My goal is to help ensure that the next generation of actors and creatives don't have to choose between their dreams and their dignity. People always try and say, oh, you look like a party girl. Bitch, I don't look like shit. You hoes just want to party. Okay? He continued, this is why people, especially men, and this was a man who said this to me. He wasn't even from this country. He was from India somewhere, Arabia, whatever the hell he was. And he had a wife, but he used to always get hot. Child boo. Just because other people willing to bend over for your ass don't mean I will. This is why them ones that give it away so easy make it so hard for the ones that actually have dignity. This is why people, especially men, don't come forward. I was too afraid to come forward. I knew it would be awful, and I was right. Dixon alleged that there were always attempts to settle privately with Perry, but he didn't feel like they would have resulted in the type of change necessary to protect further victims. Meaning that Tyler Perry used to paying people off. Alleged. Dixon said he was going to be a martyr. He was going to stop all that shit. He's shutting it all down. Dixon sat down for his first television interview since filing the lawsuit with ABC News, and Talk aired on September 9th. In the interview, the actor explained why he felt the need to file the lawsuit and how he reached the $260 million figure. Part of that number is my lost job, my lost income, the loss of a show, Dixon said. The other part of that is a deterrent for how do you stop a millionaire who won't stop themselves from doing this? Y'all better listen to this man. He added, it's been hard for him since filing a lawsuit, since it's a vulnerable thing to talk about with lots of shame. Just trying to think about what you could have done better and having to deal with the judgment of what you know. Everyone might think of how you could have handled it better without being in that situation. This is for anyone. If you or someone you know has been sexually assaulted, please contact the National Sexual Assault Hotline at 1-800-656-HOPE. That's 1-800-656-4673, or go to rainn.org. Now, let me say something. Hold on. This is how I see it. I don't know what Tyler Perry's actual preference is. I know he like to put on a dress and act like a old black lady. I also know he went and married a woman. If you ask me, I do see femininity in him. But there's masculinity in me, because we all got a yin and a yang. This is what I will say. Both of these men have a similar form of handsomeness they have that classic beauty that would lure the eye. Now, to you, Tyler, if this is true, you need to be stopped. Okay? You need to find somebody that wants you, because these men don't want you. If it's not true, my apologies. But if it is true, and you out here forcing yourself on men, baby, that's a no. That is an absolute no. You don't do that. That is a violation of a person's right as a human to feel comfortable. So, this is Baby Girl 411. I gave y'all all the information that I have here. Y'all seen more of it. I gave y'all my opinion, but what do y'all think? Do you think he doing it? How would you handle it? Would you report it? Would you go to work? Would you take the settlement? Would you let him use your body against your